Endrick arrived at Real Madrid quietly, as if he didn't want to draw much attention, but gradually began to show his worth and earn a place in the team. This initial phase, although gradual, was characterized by a constant evolution, reflected both on the field and in the trust that coach Carlo Ancelotti has shown in him. But before we continue, please leave your like and subscribe to the channel to help us reach 1,000 subscribers. Don't forget to activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Now that you've subscribed, let's get to the news. The young Brazilian forward, who emerged as a great promise at Palmeiras, has already begun to meet some of the expectations by scoring his first goals with the Madrid club's jersey. His debut in the Champions League, for example, was a significant milestone, where he scored his first goal in the competition, something that immediately boosted his morale within the team and among the fans. Moreover, the way Endrick has adapted to the European playing style has impressed not only the coaching staff but also his teammates. The Italian coach, known for being cautious with young talents, has already made very positive comments about the striker's future, which has fueled expectations around Endrick. It is important to remember that Real Madrid, being one of the biggest clubs in the world, historically has a strong pressure for results, which can be challenging for a young player starting his career in Europe. However, Endrick seems to handle that pressure well, which is rare in players of his age. At various moments during matches, he has shown above-average maturity for someone only 18 years old. The fact that he is already scoring goals and contributing to the team in decisive situations suggests he has a promising future ahead. Additionally, his rapport with players like Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe has been remarkable, further reinforcing his ability to quickly adapt to elite European football. The Spanish press, in fact, has started to highlight Endrick's name more frequently, seeing him as a key piece for the future of Real Madrid. In a recent headline, the newspaper Marca showed an image of the player being celebrated by Mbappe and Vinicius, suggesting that Endrick is already starting to establish himself as an important player in the squad. In recent matches, Endrick has shown that he is not just there to sit on the bench. During the victory against Espanyol, 4-1, Ancelotti called him up in the 39th minute of the second half. Although he came on with little time remaining, he made the most of every minute on the field. Shortly after being activated, he suffered a penalty that was converted by Mbappe and almost scored with a shot that grazed the crossbar. This kind of consistent performance, even with little playing time, has caught the attention of many football analysts. They see in Endrick the potential to become one of Real Madrid's stars in the coming years, comparing him to other young players who quickly stood out at the club, such as Rodrygo and Vinicius Jr. The competition in Real Madrid's attack is extremely strong. With players of the caliber of Rodrygo, Vinicius, and Mbappe competing for the same positions, it is understandable that Endrick does not yet have a guaranteed place among the starters. Carlo Ancelotti, aware of this intense competition for a spot in the team, has already asked the young Brazilian to be patient, something that many young talents often overlook in their eagerness to play more. The coach was clear in stating that, on one hand, he is being a bit unfair to Endrick since the kid has been training very well and showing a lot of quality. However, he also explained that, with three of the best forwards in the world ahead of him, it is not possible to guarantee him more playing time at this moment. Still, the fact that Ancelotti openly recognizes Endrick's quality is a sign that he is on the right path. Ancelotti is not known for throwing young promises into the deep end without preparation. His management of young talents has been praised over the years, especially for how he handles the transition from promising players to starters. In Endrick's case, the Italian coach sees a natural path for him to become a crucial player in the future. This implies, of course, playing time, patience, and a lot of dedication from the athlete. Many observers have compared this situation to that of other young players who went through a phase of adaptation at Real Madrid before establishing themselves. Examples like Vinicius Jr. and Rodrygo are frequently cited. Both had to face an initial phase of patience and perseverance before consolidating themselves as undisputed starters. Now, the same fate seems to await Endrick, who, at 18 years old, is already showing signs that he can follow a similar path of success. However, that patience needs to be well managed, both by Endrick and the coaching staff. A talented player, showing great potential, can often lose confidence if he does not have enough opportunities to showcase his skills on the field. That's why Ancelotti is being very careful with how he introduces Endrick into important matches. The rotation of the squad throughout the season will be a key factor in this process, allowing the young forward to gain experience and minutes without overloading him with the responsibility of being a starter in every game. Ancelotti has already indicated that in some matches, he might start as a starter, especially in less decisive encounters, where the coach can experiment more and try tactical variations. The fact that Endrick stood out in a Champions League match, where he scored a crucial goal, only reinforces his ability to show up in big moments. This quality is something that differentiates ordinary players from great stars. In the recent history of Real Madrid, we see examples like Rodrigo, who scored decisive goals in several Champions League campaigns, establishing himself as a Champions player. Endrick seems to be following the same path, being a player who may not be a guaranteed starter in every match, but who appears and makes a difference when it matters most. His bravery on the field, evident in the goal he scored in the Champions League, is one of his main qualities. Many young players would have hesitated to take the shot in a similar situation, but Endrick did not. He demonstrated confidence and maturity that surprised even teammates like Bellingham and Mbappe. The confidence that his teammates show in Endrick is another factor to highlight. The young Brazilian seems to have gained the respect of more experienced players like Mbappe, who, after the goal in the Champions League, made sure to publicly praise his teammate. This relationship of mutual respect and admiration within the locker room is crucial for the development of a young player. Having role models like Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. by his side can further accelerate Endrick's maturation process, as he is constantly learning from the best. Rodrigo, another Brazilian who stood out at Real Madrid at an early age, also spoke about Endrick's goal, praising the young forward's bravery and highlighting that the nickname Bob, which recently emerged, has already caught on among the players. This kind of camaraderie and support within the team is essential for Endrick to continue growing and evolving. In addition to the praise from his teammates, Endrick has also impressed the European media. The Spanish press, which can often be extremely critical of young players, has been more generous in its assessments of the Brazilian. The newspaper Marca even published a report highlighting the importance of Endrick for the future of Real Madrid, suggesting that he could become one of the team's pillars in the coming years. This optimistic view from the media reflects not only the player's potential but also the work that Real Madrid has been doing over the years to develop young talents. The club has a long history of nurturing great stars, and Endrick seems to be the next in line. However, not everything is easy. The pressure on Endrick is great, and it is necessary to ensure that he continues to evolve without being weighed down by the expectations that have been created around his name. European football, and especially Spanish football, is notoriously unforgiving to young talents who do not meet expectations. That's why Ancelotti's careful management will be key to Endrick's success. The coach has already shown throughout his career that he knows how to handle these types of situations, and his work with the Brazilian so far has been exemplary. Endrick, for his part, seems determined to keep working hard and proving his worth at every opportunity presented to him. His ability to remain calm in high-pressure situations, as we saw in the Champions League goal, indicates that he has the right mindset to succeed at Real Madrid. If you made it this far, leave your comment saying what you thought of the news, and don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel. Additionally, Endrick has strong support from his Brazilian compatriots, which can be an important factor in his adaptation to European football. Vinicius Jr., who went through a similar adaptation phase, has been a mentor for the young forward, offering him advice and support both on and off the field. This type of support is crucial for young players dealing with the pressure of playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world. Endrick, for his part, seems to take every piece of advice to heart, always looking to improve and evolve. That humility and willingness to learn are qualities that can take him far in his career at Real Madrid and in world football.